the word fraternize. I said, what? What? So it's not this thing I assume it is. I had to listen to this. Any impactful leader does not outgrow personal development. Yeah. Every impactful leader is always on the growth curve. You keep growing. While I was discussing with Pastor Ike last night, I remembered something I learned. That ministry does not grow with time. Ministry grows as the minister grows. Your purpose grows as you grow. And this growth is a daily thing. It's an ongoing thing. You keep on growing. I must be better today than I was yesterday. You are growing in your spiritual life. You are growing in your knowledge of the word. You are growing in the knowledge of your career. You are developing yourself to become better. Hear this, everyone. Your destiny cannot assume growth beyond your level of personal growth. D1 is discovery. D2 is dedication. D3 is what? And finally, D4 is known as deployment. 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 The 4 D's of purpose or destiny. Deployment. What do we mean by deployment? This is when you begin to put to use. Chairman, are you writing? Use what you have discovered, dedicated, and developed yourself for. Listen to this, everyone. There is perfection in practicing. By deployment, we mean practicing. Go and watch every good singer. They practice and rehearse. They rehearse. Somebody that can sing from one key to another, they call it modulation, without stress. That one is not a gift, it's a skill, it's a learned knowledge. How do you do it? By practicing. Listen to this, everyone. There is a level of perfection you will not arrive at until you practice. Ask those who know how to cook. They didn't just learn it by looking at paper what was written. They had to practice over and over. Have you noticed that whatever you do often, you begin to master the doing? That's what happens in destiny. Yeah, that's what happens in destiny. When you minus practice from God's purpose for your life, you will not attain perfection. You won't become good at it. And hear this, everyone. When I talk about this practice, you can start it in the secret place. You begin it in the secret. We are on your own. Listen, I don't just preach when I come here. I preach to myself. There are times I will stay like this. I am doing the preaching in my heart. How will you go? Point one. I rehearse and rehearse and they rehearse. Is anybody following what I'm talking about? I remember the story of a particular footballer. They called him David Beckham. One of the things that young man was known for, he's a retired footballer. But while he was still on stage and in active football, one thing he was known for is that once his penalty kick and free kick, give it to David Beckham, it is goal. You know, there's a way you perfect via practicing. People might think, you didn't get what I said. There's a way you perfect via practicing. People might think that there's another thing you added to it. Maybe things like magic. No. I tell you, in Igbo language, there's a way they say it. Should I say it? But you will laugh at me. Okay, let me leave it. So that you don't use an expression you don't know too much. Yeah. Anytime they are playing football in a competition, it is free kick. Free kick, the ones that people will come and line up like this. Or, what's the other one? Penalty kick. Leave it for David Beckham. By the time you are keeping the ball, the next thing, it has entered the net. Other colleagues started, is it not this thing we are playing that this guy is playing? Watch this. They decided to find out the secret behind the happening. Listen to this, everyone. For every public excellent performance, there is always a private practice that preceded it. Is anybody listening to what we are saying? Is anybody following what we are saying? Now watch this. When they now found out in his secret what he was doing, everybody watch what this guy will do. He will go and get a rope, right? A rope, and tie a rope in a circle form or in a circumference form. Tie it around. He will tie it and keep it somewhere and be kicking the ball to enter that small rope. He will keep practicing the thing. Listen, in as much as it's not working now, just keep at it. It must work later. You didn't hear what I'm talking about. He will keep doing that rehearsal in his secret. He will keep doing it. He will keep doing it. When it's now time in the football pitch, you know the longevity, that is the lengthiness of a football, a goalpost. That one is so massive compared to what he has been practicing in the secret. So once he keeps the ball, he will say, wow, this big thing is too much now. Bam! It has entered the net. Yeah. Practice. Practice. Practice.